What's up, everybody? Cheers. Welcome to Tuesday night. Welcome to MC Squared Whiskey. You see Rob there. I am Marty, and it is Irish whiskey night with 4-leaf whiskey. Hot damn. What's going on, brother?
Not much, Marty. Glad to be here tonight. Glad it's Tuesday. Ready to get going with the stream. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Like Marty
Thanks,
said,
everybody, for coming last week that thought we were live.
Sorry about that.
Hey, Todd, Daniel, Top Dog, Doug H, 210. Yeah, we got some people rolling in. Good deal. No, tonight we reached out to Stacy because she is just the absolute best when it comes to Irish whiskey, and me and Rob have dabbled in it. We've got a few bottles. He's got a few behind him there that are hitters. I've got a few that I've picked up that I've heard about, and I do know I like it. I just don't know enough about it, and I'd like to have somebody come on and teach us and everybody else that wants to grab a I can't say it right, Tulith glass and pour you some. But yeah, man, we're looking forward to it, man.
Absolutely. Show me that glass, Marty. I like that.
Yeah, that's one of them. I got those made, I don't know, about a year and a half ago. Pretty good. So, but I'm drinking right now is this Redbreast PX. That's the what's his name?
Pedro Jimenez.
Yeah, Jimenez. Yeah, sounds like a pinch hitter for the Braves,
right?
Or the Pirates. So that's what I've got poured. Slap shots here, pinch hitters here. Thanks for everybody jumping in. But yeah, that's what I'm starting off with this. Rob, what do you got in the glass?
I started with the green spot.
Hey, there you go. Something most people can find.
Yeah,
I mean
everywhere. I paid 50
$60
for it. 50.
50.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, that ain't bad.
I think it's last year's or the years before. Found it all dusty and dented on the bottom shelf in the liquor store, and
yeah,
walked right up to the counter, said, "I'll take that." And this one's very approachable and rounded, and that's one of the things I like about Irish whiskey is when you're not in the mood to be slapped around by your whiskey, you just want to relax with something. Irish is usually my go-to.
Yep.
Even in those higher proof options, it's really something I've began to enjoy along with Scotch. My big thing with Irish and Scotch is I just don't want to make the same mistakes I made with bourbon. So I'm just kind of easing into it, and I'm taking the advice from people like Stacy H and others that know a little more than me, and just buying the right things the first time instead of filling my shelf with a bunch of crap I'm not going to drink.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what the education's about, and that's why we watch other channels and stuff. Speaking of other channels for education, I see Malt Musers here. Cheers, brother.
Eric,
thanks for all the work
man?
You do, man. Eric, you kill it, dude. You'd be surprised how many shows me and Rob watch of yours, man. It's awesome. 21090s here. They're going at 9. Todd and Andy, cheers, man. Pitch Hitter Whiskey Lounges here, guys. Daniel H is rolling through. Yeah,
the
man.
Legend.
Yeah, damn right he is. The ledge. But anyway, I'll do a quick what I think here because I really, it's sherry finish, so it's definitely sherry forward. A little floral to me, and I get a lot of floral for some reason on some Irish stuff. And then I get that a little salty brine. I don't know. It's just the proof on it. What is this one? 92.
Mm-hmm.
So,
sure what the proof is on this.
I bet it's the same, isn't it?
I think it's 90. Well, it might not even be that high, actually. Once again, Marty, I'm 100% prepared here on
Absolutely.
MC. Only.
Well, at least you got your glasses tonight.
She's an 80 proofer.
Okay.
And for me that it's my first pour, so it's not too much of a letdown, but compared to some of the other stuff that I have, that the proof is always an improvement. But this one's just straightforward, rounded, little bit of sugar cookie in there, vanilla, nothing too intriguing, but all around for $50 pour. I'm a fan.
Another great channel, Prescription Bourbon. What's up, DMC? Good to see you. Keith J is here. Z-Man is chilling with us. What's up, brother? Meow, meow. Lick the like and like the lick. See, right there's a problem. Doesn't
It's
kill
gone.
me.
It's gone too fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she said.
The muser's going to throw some in the glass. Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, those are, I'm sure, phenomenal. But yeah, this, I'm going to go back after it, man. This is.
This one's coming off, and it's my first pour. It's coming off a little for an 80 proofer, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Ethanol forward.
Scott and Jason are doing a Patreon live, I think, at 7. Some people over there. All right, man. Let's say we'll let these work. We'll drink on these. Let's talk a little whiskey.
Yeah.
Get caught up. So what's your go-to right now? What have you been drinking?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, as you know,
Is that when you go like this? This?
Yeah. You've been drinking with me a lot. So actually, I scored my first bottle of Lafroy Galore the other day. I've been deep into that. As far as Scotch goes, I'm gonna have to get another one probably because it's getting down there already. I've had it less than a week. And then, well, on the bourbon side, you know what I've been doing a lot lately is revisiting bottles on the shelf that I haven't quite been a fan of or was a little disappointed in. And you know, it's funny. It depends on the night for me, man. There's some days where, here's a good example. I've been trying to like the new Makers limited releases. And, I'm down into that bottle a good way. And until the other night, it just wasn't hitting me in all the right places. And quite frankly, it's still not. But it's a $60 bottle that's relatively obtainable and limited. I'm not mad at it for $60, but
yeah,
it could be better.
Well, that, and we did the review on the Pipe Dream, the Redwood Empire cast strength. It's got some work to do. If y'all haven't caught that video yet, check it out. It's got some work to do for us. It got better the second time we went back to it. It's still got some action that needs to come out of that bottle. But like I said, what, Rob, $86? Is that what it was? So,
yeah, and it does have some flavor. It's just the overall mouthfeel and a little lacking on the finish. But overall, I mean, again, I think I gave it a 6.9, which is maybe a little high, but it's good enough. And these days, it's kind of what you're paying for whiskey, especially ones that you're not going to find all year. So we've got that one we've picked up. We did the old Fitz a couple weeks ago. We like that bottle. We do. We've talked about it privately a couple more times. That like if we see another one, we're going to pick them up because they're hard to find unless you're in Kentucky. And we're not talking about the decanter. We're talking about the what was it? Premium. We did the video on it. Yeah. Or was that a live? I can't remember. The Prime?
Yeah, the old Fitz.
That's the one we did in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, so it was a video. It was a good one.
Sure.
Yeah. So we got that. We've got we both finally picked us up a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. We haven't really talked about those. His is a 21, mine's a 22, but we may just put them together and see because they're going to be close. They're going to be close. We did the Cream of Kentucky Rye. But that's about what we've been doing. We've been really diving back into the barrel proof Elijah Craig's. So is everybody else if you've got them. We may do a follow-up live with everybody that because we've gotten surprised going back through what that did for us. Mm-hmm. So
I think we did the C batches the last time. Maybe we'll do A, B, and C this time.
Yeah.
And throw a private barrel proof equivalent.
Yeah, Keith
to the
J
mix.
smoking some smoking. Keith J is drinking some smoke wagon uncut the younger. Keith, I swear to God, that was my first drink, man. I just, Stacy's here. She's ready. We'll get with her in just a second. What else, Rob, are we forgetting? Oh, little Masters Keep action.
Yes. Thank you
Thanks
to
to
Daniel
Daniel.
H.,
Yeah,
the legend.
Daniel. Yeah, we're big fans of that one. So, but yeah, we may dive into that later as the month goes on. But that's kind of what we've been doing, where we're at. But if Stacy's ready, we're gonna bring her on and learn some stuff. So
She looks
she's
ready to me.
All right, guys. So we're ready to rock and roll. Greg McDonald is here. God, it's time to end the stream.
Yep.
As a third unofficial member, yes, you are. That makes it cubed.
You're
You're
damn
right.
right it does, Greg.
MC cubed. That's right. Don't Keith J said don't do any. Yeah, no joke, buddy. Slapshot, I hope you're feeling better, man. Hope that hip's getting better. Get back on the ice. Like I said, Z-Man's here. Somebody said something about Moose's shirt. It's on the Livewire Whiskey site. Go get one. And while you do that, pick up the MC Squared shirts. They're pretty good. Oh, is that a reunion of Lord? Yeah, that's damn right it is. All right, let's bring on Stacy. We've got 4 sitting here in the Irish glasses, as I call them, ready to go. So without further ado, hey, cheers,
Hey,
my
Stacy.
lady.
How you guys doing?
We're so good we got this in our hands, so we don't wave at everybody.
Right. I just wave though.
Yeah,
Hi, buddy.
I wear the helmet and he waves.
Right.
There you
And
go.
lick the windows.
So what's in your glass? What are you starting with?
I am starting with the JJ Corey, the Gale.
Oh, I think I've got that sitting here actually.
Yep. So do I.
Now, okay, just a quick question: is that one hard to find?
It used to be. Now it's in several states. It was in Ohio, and they just signed an agreement with Total Wine. So, Total Wine, Texas, California, several states with Total Wine. You're going to be seeing this one.
Okay.
This is one of the 2 JJ Corys you're going to start seeing everywhere.
Okay, good, because I've never seen it, and I'm kind of like Rob. We're stuck in ABC states, and we see the same thing. Oh,
Limited.
Oh, I'm in Ohio. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you
buy a
feel
lot
the
out of
pressure and the I mean, it's all the green spots you can buy, and there's nothing
Yeah, no
wrong
one
with
can
that.
afford to get here except the major labels. And just by chance, this one is in Ohio, and it was no choice of actually JJ Corey and Louise McGuan. I guess from talking to her, she said OHLQ, the Ohio Liquor Board, just decided they wanted a different Irish whiskey, and so they picked her. And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I'm selling Ohio now."
Have at it.
Oh, saved me from having to buy it overseas. I love this one. This would be my daily drinker. Now that it's easier to get, this one, it's made up of some Irish grain whiskey and single malt whiskey. It's mostly bourbon cask finish, and I believe it's 5% of it is a 26-year-old single malt.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And what was price range on it?
This one you can find it $70-$80.
Okay.
It's an independent brand, so you're also paying for the fact you're supporting a smaller brand. You're also getting a little more extra proof
I don't
with
mind
it.
doing that.
Yeah, and it's 46%, so it's no bottom shelf 40. So you're getting your money's worth out of it.
Awesome.
A friend of mine has the best quote about this one. He would put this one up against Middleton Berry Rare as far as best blend.
Mm.
Yeah, I really like it. She is just an amazing talent as far as blending. She has everything in their rickhouse is separated by flavor profile instead of by type or by age.
Okay.
So they have a distinct flavor profile that they go for with their whiskey. And Louise McGuan's the one that Kentucky Owl brought in to do that St. Patrick's edition bottle.
Hi, Rob's got it.
If you had that one, and this one, you'll definitely notice some similarities.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the 4 samples. Now we didn't blind them or nothing because we can, but we thought we would let you teach us what you know and what you get and,
Mhm.
and everything individually of these. We thought that would probably be the best for two morons that don't know any better.
I don't know about that.
I'm
You guys,
just being
you guys
honest.
know a
I don't
lot.
want to waste good stuff. I want you to tell me this. This is,
I would-
you know the history.
I would go the 2 stacks. Let's do last. Even though it's a little lower proof, only because it is 10% peated malt.
Okay.
Thought I smelled something in there.
It's just a little bit.
Perfect. So, what would you like to start with?
I am starting with the JJ Corey, and honestly, the other 3 are kind of a toss-up, whichever way you guys want to go, because they are all 46%.
Okay, I can start with JJ.
That's where I'm at.
And this is my favorite one out of this bunch. This is my favorite one out of a lot of the stuff behind me.
I can get a little barrel note on that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Is that a cream popsicle? Not popsicle, creamsicle.
That is similar. I get almost like juicy fruit gum. You get a lot of the tropical fruit.
God, I get that. Yeah, damn right. Ooh.
getting a little of that, little bit of the grain, little bread.
92. Okay.
Yeah, this is 46. I tried to keep not crazy because you said you wanted to check out, a little bit lower, but none of it's 40. I honestly I rarely buy 40% anymore.
Yeah.
Either, except for that green spot.
A green spot's one of the few that I do. Yeah. That and Redbreast 12. But
Okay.
Is that a sugar cookie?
you probably are getting
Yeah.
this is on this. Yeah. This is a very classic Irish with kind of tropical twist because it's the bourbon finish. I get a lot of tropicalness with bourbon finishes.
Am I crazy that I'm getting just a little hint of savory on this? Maybe it's the wood.
No, it probably is the what. Like I said, some of it is some older stuff in here.
Yeah. But the fruit's starting to push forward for me now.
I love that. I still get that char barrel. I love it. Like Stacy said, that barrel note is just that, and that bubble gum, that juicy fruit.
The thing I really like about this one, the nose comes across as just super sugary sweet, tropical fruit sweet.
Yeah.
But the palate's balanced. It's got a little white pepper going on.
Yeah, it's not real sweet on the palate.
Mm.
It's a little bit longer. Not super long, but I mean a little longer than your normal lower proof Irish. So
Yeah.
Nice
it's really well rounded.
It's becoming a
very
little
nice
floral
sugar.
for me now. And I'm getting that juicy fruit gum. I don't know if it's power of
God
suggestion.
almighty, the finish is that gum. Wow.
So I just actually got 2 JJ Corey bottles in yesterday from this Irish whiskey club that I'm in, and she got special permission from the Irish government to finish these casks in O'Brien's Tower at the Cliffs of Moher. So for several months, if you went to the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland, there were whiskey casks inside the tower.
No kidding.
And I mean, you see them right there.
Yeah.
See how dark those things
I
are?
was getting ready to say, is that dark or dark?
6-year-old malt. It's only 6 years old.
Wow.
One of them is a PX and one of them is a Palo Cortado. That's the other thing I do love about JJ Corey. You notice how light it is? That's natural color. She never uses artificial color.
Yeah, that's about the other than the which one's this? This one leaked a little bit. Oh, the 2 stacks is light, but the JJ is definitely lighter.
Yeah, the 2 stacks also, they don't use any artificial color, which a lot of people don't realize. Yeah, unfortunately, Irish whiskey, they can do that. Like the second one you're going to drink, I believe, has some E151 in there.
Okay, so what's number 2?
Let's keep with Irish. Ooh, that doesn't go there. I had to put that in the right spotlight. Let's do the Bushmills Prohibition.
Okay.
This is another bourbon cask finish. This one was done for the last season of the Peaky Blinders TV show. And the whole labeling, everything about the bottle, they were trying to recreate what would have been a pre-prohibition recipe. So even down to the cute little cork in the top.
Stacey, is this one natural? Is this natural color on it?
This is not. No.
Okay, because I was going to say, damn, it's got a beautiful gold.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous artificial coloring.
That's
it's still pretty. I mean, it is still pretty.
Does that bother you a lot in whiskey, Stacey?
Honestly, it depends. If it's an older bottle, don't put the color in it. There's no need.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a $30 Jameson, I don't give a care.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's just Jameson and Middleton. I kind of expect it. This one is everywhere.
Okay.
This one retails for right about $30.
Irish Shelby. Okay.
So for $30, and you can get a 92 proof Irish whiskey. This one is a 3, 4, 5-year-old blend. And it's bourbon heavy finish. There's very, very little sherry in that. So you're going to get those bourbon notes right out of the gate.
Definitely getting bourbon notes on it. This one's a little more vanilla and sugar cookie forward than
this is very classic Irish notes.
Yeah.
This one surprises people. This one surprised me. This for $30 in Bushmills. I didn't have high expectations. It's a good deal, $30. Honestly, I prefer this over the classic now.
It's got like a popsicle stick wood.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that. I just cracked this one. I killed off the other one I had.
All right.
Now, hindsight, I shouldn't have started you off with one that had 26 year, because this is not that.
Yeah. But
no, it's not. It's still, I like it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I really like it.
I do too. It's heavy on the palate on the front, I think.
It is. It's
oily.
It's solid. It really is. It's oily. It's viscous. It's solid. Yeah. It's solid for $30.
Finish is okay too.
Yeah. I'll probably get even another bottle. I mean, it's great to have around.
It's got a great long finish, and it still climbs. It's still working.
So I'm pulling some like milk chocolate, some malt, and maybe even a little cola.
I could see that.
I could see that. I never thought about cola, but you're right. Yeah,
cream soda.
Cream soda I've gotten on this one. Apricot I've gotten on this one.
I tell you what I like not having is a bunch of nutty notes. As weird as that may sound. I'll enjoy something different. I'm tired of almond. I'm just tired of peanut.
Oloroso sherry almond is one I get a lot with Oloroso, especially like Red Brussels style. That one I get like marzipan, like almond paste on that.
Honeysuckle.
Yeah, it does have a little floral going on.
Well, I'll tell you
I get like peach or apricot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see that peach coming. I can get a little more sugar note now. That last drink with the finish is fantastic on this bottle.
$30, and you're getting a 92 proofer.
Winner.
It's worth, and you can get it everywhere.
Wow. Still going. Chewable.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to that's had this one's been pretty impressed, pretty surprised. I don't think any of us, and the problem is most of the time when they do these that are associated with a TV show or a celebrity, they suck.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're not. But this one, was good job.
Yeah.
I was tempted today to buy a bottle of Proper 12 and just put it in a brown paper bag and sit here and.
Bless your heart.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
Marty
We
says
need
that to
help.
me all the time. I'm from the north. I don't know what that means. Actually,
It means thank God it's you and not me. That's what it
it means
means.
you're a dumbass, is what it means.
Yeah, it's a nice way of saying that. Yeah. He's being sued right now, I think, because somebody said they were the brains behind Proper 12. I'm like, I don't know if I want to admit that.
No,
Yeah,
I'd
I've,
rather
I've,
go on about
it's
my day.
never crossed my lips. I've never had it.
I have had it, and I do. Everybody should try it and decide on their own. I won't buy it ever again.
No,
Enough said for me.
there you go. It's off the list.
Yep, game
There's
over.
too many other whiskeys in the same price range that are so much
Yeah.
better.
So
I can understand.
Bushmills has a bunch of different offerings. Am I correct? Have I seen these 12 years and higher on the shelf?
Mhm.
And-
The Bushmills in the States, we have the classic, we have the Prohibition, we have Black Bush, Red Bush, we have the 10-year, the 12-year, the 16-year, and the 21-year.
okay. And are those worth the price?
Oh, I the 16 years, the one that got me really into Irish whiskey. I love it. It depends on the price you're getting it. I
Yeah, so
struggle
what-
with Bushmills because it's
what-
freaking 40%.
What's a reasonable amount to pay for it?
I mean, I'd pay 120 for it myself. I think here in Ohio, I think it already increased to 140, and I'm like, I'm not paying that much, but
Yeah, I've
I can
noticed.
still find it in other states. And
I've noticed the prices on Scotch. So there were the tariffs, and then even after some of that went away, you got to think that Pennsylvania still is purchasing Scotch and Irish, but the
you
prices.
guys in PA just had one heck of a sale.
Yeah.
Method Madness at half off at less than $40 is a ridiculous deal.
No, is it? See, that's the thing I don't know. So I've been looking at that on the shelf forever.
Grab the
like-
single pot still. It's worth
Okay.
it's worth it. At 30, I paid 75 and I'd pay 75 again.
Okay.
Daniel says he's got a 21 year.
I like the 21. The 16 and the 21 I really like. The 10 it's not my favorite. It's more like milk chocolate and kind of honey almond notes. The 12 is worth picking up. The 12 was surprising. That's
Is that
really
the-
good.
Is that the purple box?
That is no, that's a blue.
No.
It's a
Oh,
blue
okay.
label.
The Telemadou's a purple box 12.
Yes, yeah. You're thinking the 16, I think, is
Okay.
now a fuchsia purple box.
Because I've seen several of them. I've actually seen a couple in Pennsylvania, but I don't recall what the price
The
was.
10 year is green. The 12 year, they did like a bluish, kind of like a Kansas blue. And then it's the pinkish purpley is the 16.
Because again, Stacy, I'm special, and numbers, colors, I identify with those more than numbers. So
They do it. Redbreast does it too. They got every little color in here. So
Marty's just shaking his head at me. All right. So this one, what do you think, Marty?
Which one is that one?
This is the Bushmills.
I like it. I like, Stacy sold me on it just on price alone.
Sure.
To be
I
honest,
think it's
For
got
the-
a lot of bourbon barrel influence up front, changes to a little honeysuckle.
mhm.
It's still not terribly sweet. I do get a little bit of chocolate on it. Finishes decent for a $30 whiskey.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
4 to 6 year? Is that right?
4, 5, and 6 year blend. It's supposed
Blends,
to be. Which
okay.
one of the things I hate on the back they put, which would have been probably common advertising then, aged at least 6 years. Well, it's like no crap. Irish whiskey has to be aged 3 years in a day. So don't put that on the label. That's
Hey,
everything.
Tim Robertson, we're talking about Irish, man. Just came off of Bushmills Prohibition.
So if you get tired of buying all of those Bushmills that are available in the States, you can also get stuff like this right here, which is Bushmills Causeway bottles. Those are special casks that are bottled at cask strength. And the two I have up there are from Ireland. Those are Ireland releases. Australia gets a couple. Canada gets some. The UK. And those are all cask strength. And depending on the age, like I have one up there that's 2002 is when it was distilled. So that one's down to 46%. But the younger one I have up there, I think is 58.
Wow.
Yeah. Those run you about, but I mean, you can get the 10 to 12-year-old ones for about $100 before shipping.
Which one?
There's always that pesky shipping.
Yeah.
I'm really the one I do see here is that Keeper's Heart, Irish and bourbon. And there's another one I see, but I can't remember what that blend is.
Heart, Irish and rye.
Is that what it is?
I'm guessing that's
Yeah,
because
I'm
that's
sure.
the other one that they have. It's white label.
Yeah, it's like, and I think they're both like $32, $36, something like that.
They're reasonable. They also came out with a Keeper's Heart Irish and Rye 100 proof.
Okay.
That's their newest one. They also have some single barrel offerings. I have one that is an Irish and Rye, and then it's finished in maple syrup casks. And they did one that's a stout cask, and those were single barrel cask strength bottles that they did for certain liquor stores in Minnesota, in the Minneapolis area.
When you have something that's in a maple syrup cask like that, does it overpower for you, or is it good?
I'm probably the wrong one to ask because I like maple syrup and I like
it too. That's the problem. I don't like like Knob Creek maple.
Oh, I'll have to get you a sample of this one.
I believe you. I mean,
it's
I
sweet.
I don't like coffee infused bourbon. I
got some you would like of that. Don't get the Jameson cold brew then.
Okay.
That's like liquid coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Me and Rob, we kind of go back and forth on some of these finished stuff. And I'm just, the more I try coffee stuff, the more I'm kind of like.
What's the proof on the Knob Creek one?
Maybe 92.
Oh,
it's
that's
up here.
Yeah, that one's like 58.
Yeah. I don't think it's hot at all. Yeah, it might be. I might be able
So this one's got a little bite to it. I think it's a little younger too. I don't think the whiskey is that old yet. At O'Shaughnessy.
Shit, it's back here somewhere. Without me killing myself. I don't know. Hell. That's the 15. I got too many damn Knob Creeks for one thing.
Right.
There is no such thing.
I'm dwindling mine down.
I like Knob Creek.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I've got a couple really good ones, and I need to drink them more. I just haven't. I don't know.
It's because,
All right, which one next?
Okay, what's
Let's
next?
do the Keeper's Heart Irish and bourbon. So you guys are actually the first people that I've shared this one with.
Well, thank you so much.
So
before.
This is one I've got friends everywhere that I get whiskey from, and one of them is in Minnesota and actually drove out to Minnesota to O'Shaughnessy and came back with bottles for all of us. So I think most people probably already know the master distiller at O'Shaughnessy, which makes Keeper's Heart, is Brian Nation, who was the former master distiller at Middleton. If you get a bottle of Middleton Very Rare 2020, that's his last year. His name's on the bottle. And I have one of those sitting over there too. So he went to O'Shaughnessy in 2018.
Okay.
And they were supposed to release in 2020. And of course, pandemic hit several brands that year. So they're got a little delay. And now they're releasing several. And like I said, their latest that they just released, actually just in the past couple months, was their Keeper's Heart Irish and Rye 100 proof. So I'm already been in contact with a friend of mine out in Minneapolis or in northern Minnesota to get me a bottle of that just so I can try it. Because I think that I think honestly that needs that little bump up in proof. That one I think is 43. This one is also 46%. This is a mix of Irish grain whiskey and Irish single pot still whiskey.
Okay, you said Irish green?
Grain, sorry.
Grain.
Irish grain whiskey, single grain whiskey, and Irish single pot still whiskey.
And this with that being, that's natural.
I'm trying to think where he gets his bourbon. I thought it was MGP Kentucky, but I'm not 100%. I used to know, but to be honest, my brain gets to be a shot glass, and you push more in, and some comes out. So
Yeah, me too. I love that. I mean, it's just enough barrel note. It's not all barrel. It's just enough. Are you getting a lot of barrel, Rob? I mean, it's there.
No, I'm getting more of like a definitely hints of American whiskey in there, but
yeah, I can get the bourbon, and then I get like a fresh apple, which
I
is
see that
similar to Irish whiskey.
Might be a little bit of brown sugar sprinkled on that. You know what else I'm getting, which might sound weird, is those Tootsie Rolls, but not the chocolate flavored ones or whatever it is, but the like orange, vanilla, and
the flavored ones. Not
yeah,
the
I'm getting like a vanilla Tootsie Roll off
I
of this.
got you.
And then some
I get like a tiny bit of like a licorice too.
Yeah, well, maybe a little anise, yeah, or clove.
Yeah.
No, it would be more licorice. And then there's some fruit back in there.
Yeah, I get almost like red delicious apple, like fresh cut red delicious apple. Hey, Mark.
And then,
this one, an old fashioned, is really good.
Yeah. Oh. Huh.
It's different.
What is that? There's something familiar there, but I can't get my finger on it.
It's almost like a I don't know if it's banana. There's something there. That barrel, when that barrel on the back end starts to fade down for me, there's a fruit that pops up, and I don't know what it is.
I love that little spice, that's like pot still spice.
That's what I'm trying to put my finger on that I may not be quite used to, because I want to call that nutmeg, but it's not. It's
is it nutmeg or allspice?
Or there's something.
I can see the allspice in it. The nutmeg, if that's what that note is, it's quick and it's gone. But that allspice, I think, is what's carrying the back end.
Yep.
I think.
It's definitely the pot still baking spice.
Yep. And then you get, and then some wood, and then there's some wood in that finish as well.
Yep.
It's very different. If I'm in, it's one of those where I'm standing in the bar area, I'm like, oh, I don't really want bourbon. I don't really want Irish. Or, that's a time when you reach for these keeper's hearts. They're kind of off in their own little category.
Yeah, that's definitely different.
But I knew you guys probably had these around you, and I thought, I'm trying to.
I've seen it, and I'm so glad you sent this one, because I was like, when I got your samples, I was like, I think that's the Black Label one. I'm going to look, and I saw it, and I was like, yes,
that is the Black Label one.
Oh, hold on, I'll share that with everybody. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a nice.
They do some really gorgeous labels.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And I tell you, you can tell this is one of the older bottles. So the new bottles have kind of like a little bubble here. Yeah, okay. The new bottles will have rounded bubbles that you'll notice. So this was one of their first releases. This is their first batch.
I'll be damned.
I had this. Yeah, my friend had this thing for me for probably like 7-8 months.
Huh.
I'm a little small group of friends. We're always picking up stuff for each other.
Yeah.
This one's, like I said, it's really interesting. It's just one of those you have to be in a mood for, kind of. But it's good to be on a shelf because it makes some good cocktails.
I like it. I like the salty sugar that's on it. I love, and that's a lot of that's coming from that barrel.
It's really salty, yeah.
Yeah, I love that barrel note. I love the allspice finish with a little bit of heat.
I'm getting a
shit
ton
for
of
the
vanilla.
money. This is fantastic, Rob.
A lot of vanilla.
What'd you say?
I said I'm getting a lot of vanilla off of this.
Yeah.
Along with, I don't want to call it.
I tell you what's going to be freaking amazing is when I drink all this one and I let the glass sit here for about 10 minutes and go back and nose the glass. Holy smokes.
It's got an interesting nose on it. There's something on that nose that is just kind of like deep, if that makes sense to you. I mean, it's not overpowering by any sense of the word.
When you put a blind and nobody's picking bourbon. Nobody's picking Irish. It's one of those like,
Yeah.
what is this?
I think it's that. It could be that pot still.
Yeah, that pot still adds some uniqueness to it. I think the little bit of the floral and the sweetness definitely adds the grain. And you're getting all that vanilla and brown sugar from the bourbon. The pot still adds a nice little spice to the end of that.
To it for me for some reason. I don't know. I love it. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful, Stacey, you did this for us. I know we're not done, but I'm so glad to try some of these I can look for now. You know,
and that's what I tried to send you guys, because I try to mix it up for everybody and send different stuff. And I wanted to send you guys stuff that you probably find. And this last one's the only one you're not going to be able to find in the US yet. I think it might be coming over. And like I said, the JJ Corey just expanded their distribution big time. So all the Total Wine stores are going to be getting that one, or most of them.
well,
So that'll be a heck of a lot easier to find.
JJ Corey, that is so good.
I love all their stuff. I'm a big fan. There's certain brands that I have. I try to buy one from every little distillery in Ireland. All these newer brands, and that one is one that I have several.
Here, I'll tell you something that it'll break your heart, because it makes me just want to jump off a bridge. Our son was in Ireland studying for a whole year, and I wasn't even a whiskey drinker. Yeah. He was telling me about how great the Guinness plant and all that is. And I was like, I don't even like Guinness. You know, he brought back some Irish cream that was phenomenal. And it's here. It's in a blue and white.
Five Farms.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's
Five Farms.
Yeah.
That's got an amazing nose the more that sits in the glass.
Which one?
The Keeper's Heart.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really different. Yet I was over there I was in Ireland in 2016, and unfortunately I was just starting into the whiskey journey.
God, that's about when he was there, I think.
So I brought back, I think, 5 bottles we had in our luggage, and visited 3 distilleries where there. I got to see Bushmills and Kilbeggan, and although there weren't many, honestly, you really didn't miss a huge amount, because in 2016 there weren't that many distilleries open. This has all exploded basically since in the past 5 years. I mean, it's 42 operating distilleries, I think. I think last time I checked, if you count whiskey bonders, which would be what JJ Corey's considered, and distilleries that are still in the planning stages that just have their licensing, they're up to like 76. There's no way that's sustainable for them all to be selling there. They have to get their product here. It's just not cheap.
No, I got you.
They had to get it here, then they have to navigate 50 states worth of regulations and fees. And so a lot of times by the time they get their product here, word of mouth like us is the only way that anybody knows about it.
Yeah, awesome. No, this is a hitter.
Hey, Alan. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for being here, pal.
The whiskey friend is here. All right. What next?
Let's do the 2 Stacks. So this is a newer release from 2 Stacks. It's a single malt double barrel. This one is, right now it's only Ireland. I think they actually just sent this to Canada too, maybe. And this one is the single malt double barrel. This one is 43%. So the cool thing about this is also that one.
Oh, cool.
Does that say drain?
A dram in a can.
Dram in a can. Hell, fire.
And this is the blue one. So there's also a green one. That's their typical blended whiskey. And these they're now doing in the blue, which is their single malt. So this is 40% double malt, 50% Oloroso sherry finish, and then 10% peated malt. It does not, I actually don't think this comes across as peated as the other one, and it's only a 2% peated malt.
I might get a hint of peat on the nose, but there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
That is complex.
And again, they natural color. They source from Cooley. They source from Great Northern. I believe this is all G&D. believe. They usually are. The guys are usually really good about transparency. Oh, da, da, da.
I get like a
Yeah, this is Great Northern, distilled and matured at Great Northern Distillery.
okay. Is there a high honey note, like a little bit of honey?
I get almost like salted caramel on that.
That's what I was getting.
Like caramel.
Neil, what's up, buddy? Cheech is here. What's up,
What's up,
guys?
Cheech? Will?
And coffee.
Get some coffee.
I can see that.
Am I out of my mind that
Yep.
I'm getting
Don't
like
even know.
I'm getting like almost like tequila.
Yeah.
You get
See,
that
I
salt.
think
You
I
get
think
that
that's
salt.
what I get when it's on the palate. I get like the salted caramel. I think like the saltiness from a tequila. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's salty.
Yeah.
All right.
So these guys, Two Stacks, I'm pretty big fan of. I actually just ordered in a backup bottle for one I have behind me. That once I get that, I'll have to share some with you. I've got a cherry brandy cask that was a release in the Netherlands that I just ordered more of. So I have to get it from the Netherlands to Ireland to get it to Ohio. But it's so freaking good.
That's damn good.
That is well balanced.
That is absolutely
And then I
riding the wave right there, dude.
This one is, I'll have to look it up real quick. I believe it was right around $40.
Really?
Yeah. 43%. If you get the cans, I think that's even cheaper, and 4 packs of cans. And I believe I figured out the conversion is like 3.5 ounces, almost 4 ounces per can. It's 100 ml. So somebody who's better at math in chat maybe can tell me the conversion.
No, well, you nope. not
Remember
that
colors for this guy.
Yeah.
Coloring books.
Let me look that up real quick. I'm almost positive that it's under $40 for that.
I'm catching a little bit of that peat on the palate for sure, and I think that's what kind of brings it all home.
Yeah, it just kind of finishes it just a bit, which is surprising. At 10%, I was expecting it to come through more than the Two Stacks Cask Strength, which has 2% peated malt. But I actually think it comes through more on that one. This one is really, it just a nice little finish on it.
Yeah, it's a little earthy. Well, obviously with a little bit of peat there, but I'm getting what I like to say sticks and leaves.
So on the Irish
retailer,
yeah, the Irish online site is $38.21 American for that.
That is very interesting.
I tell you, it keeps finishing. I mean, I'm gonna have to take a drink of water. It's so good. That is, man. Am I getting a little sherry on that?
Yeah, 50% of it is
Okay.
Oloroso finished. Oloroso finished. I think aged or Oloroso finished.
It's got a hint,
Aged in Oloroso.
sulfur to it. I'm getting a little.
Yeah. These and then the non-aged statements are typically 5-6 years old, but they pick good casks and they finish them well.
Cheers, Devin. Good to see you.
Hi, honey. That's my husband.
What a good husband to come in and support you.
He really is.
We're
really
taking
is.
care of her.
He and his buddy jumped on my stream on last Sunday for to drink some poachine.
God, that's
Okay. I'm going to start back here at the beginning and run through this one more time. What do you think?
You should.
I'm curious to see what your favorite's going to be out of these now.
Don't let me say yet. Hold on.
I don't know.
That Bushmills is good.
Yeah.
That Bushmills nose is hard to pass and go on to something else too. But that's these damned old bourbon rednecks getting that a good barrel off of it.
Well, and I think that's the thing about Irish now. There's so much variety. It's like when if somebody asks you to pick bourbon, well,
All right, I'm gonna write mine
you
down.
got to get me more because there's just so much variety with the bourbon out there now. It's the same for Irish now.
I can't believe how.
Breaking out the Top Dog book.
Look out.
Yeah, so I know.
Is that your notes book? Because I have one and I've had it for 3 years and never read a flipping note in it.
Yeah, let me show you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so I use it all the time
That is really nice.
because I'm too damn stupid to remember. So
That's really nice.
So I'm gonna go nose, and then I'm gonna go in order. And then I'm gonna do palate order.
Oh, now we're doing notes.
Well, I am. I can't remember. So yes, great shot. That is the
PX.
PX.
I can tell from the
Pedro
fuchsia label.
Jimenez. He's a pinch hitter for the Atlanta Braves. Nose.
I love that one. I am on my last bottle of Redbreast PX. I had 4 of them.
I found these here in a ABC store. They had 5 of them, and they were $100. And I was like, I've never seen it, so I'm going to get it.
Our entire state sold out of all of them within 3 weeks. There's a lot of Irish whiskey drinkers in Ohio, and we clean stuff out pretty quick.
All right. I got my favorite. I think. Any given Tuesday.
I get to meet somebody from Redbreast Middleton here Monday next week. I'm going to Cleveland for an event, and Kevin O'Gorman, master distiller at Middleton, is going to be there. Yeah.
Cool.
They're opening. I'm not getting any because I'm not buying that night because I have a roof that I need on my house, and I can't afford $3,500 for 1 pour of whiskey. But they are opening a 47-year bottle of Middleton single pot still whiskey that was $50,000 for the bottle.
Holy smokes!
It's a charity event. Yeah.
We'll Venmo you. We'll get 2 of them.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Get 3.
Rob and Marty are buying. I'll take 3.
We're good for it too.
Yeah. Well, hey, put us down for 2. Boy, this party.
It raises money for a great charity, but I'm like, yeah, I need a roof, and that's more than my mortgage.
Right. And then see, I go into a whiskey bar and there's pours for 60, 70, 80, 120, $130.
No.
I just can't bring myself to do it because then I think to myself, no, again, I'm okay with trying something for $20 or $30 once in a blue moon that I haven't had, but if there's a BTAC sitting there and they want $80 a pour, they can pour it down the drain before I pay that. I'm just not doing it.
I've got it.
The one time, one exception that I would, and I actually didn't do that. My husband did for me last year at the same event, was Redbreast 27. He got me a pour of it, and it was $60 at that bar, which is already a pretty good deal for Redbreast 27. But because it was a private event for this charity, the bartender was a little heavy-handed. So I probably got 2 ounces of it.
I say it's.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I got lucky and got to have a very, very nice pour of it, and I will show you where it came from. I thought he was here. Maybe he's not. Yes, this man right here brought a bottle and cracked it and let me try it.
Another legend.
Yes.
Doug H.
Yes, sir.
Good man right there.
Yeah, Doug broke it out, and anybody, and yeah, I'm just thankful. That was really cool. All right, Rob, on the nose, which one's your favorite?
The Keeper's Heart.
So that is okay. Yep, that was for me. Did you have a second, or you just went favorites?
The second would have been the the 2 Stacks was the second for me.
Okay.
And believe it or not, the Bushmills and then the JJ Corey.
Okay.
The JJ Corey has the lightest nose, I think.
Yep.
All right, on the palate, what was your favorite?
On the palate was the 2 Stacks.
Okay.
Then the Keeper's Heart, then the JJ Corey, and then the Bushmills.
we were all over the place together. That's fine. I mean, hell, I'd buy all these. Don't get me wrong. This is not something you're just like, oh, let's get it on out of the way.
No, I'm not offended. I didn't make any of this. I get no money from them. So if you could eat them all.
I mean, like, it was hard. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Let me rethink this. Okay. On the nose for me was the Keeper's Heart. I love that barrel note. I love the fruitiness. I love the sugar. And then after that, it went to the Bushmills. And then to the J.J. Corey, and then the 2 stacks, just on the nose. And then on the palate, the one that I kind of had it in last was the 2 stacks. And then the Keeper's Heart was third. Second was Bushmills, and 2 was the J.J. Corey. So I had J.J. Corey finishing first on the palate, third on the nose.
But yeah, to pour that J.J. Corey, the Gale next to the Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's. I didn't realize until I poured them together. Like, yeah, I get it now. You get the connection. So I'm really excited to see what she does with those casks because she took those casks back to Ireland.
Wow, that's cool. I saw that Kentucky Owl Japanese blend, or it was blended by a Japanese blender today. $159.
Oh yeah, it was overpriced as all get out, and I literally only bought it because her name was on the bottle.
Yeah. Well, I bought the green bottle. In fact, it's right.
Yep.
I got there. Jason C to crack it one night, and I had some of his, but that's the only time I've had it. Now that Rob's got another Kentucky Owl back there, that's the best I've ever had. That batch 9.
Drink it. What? Huh?
Oh, yeah. But
hanging easy. It was the Bushmills
for $20, you know. So
right. We'll 22 plus tax.
Yeah, and the tax is killer.
Jacob, what's up, man? Hey, shout out to Jacob, guys. He sent me a little gift in the mail today. Came today.
There it is.
Wow.
Hold on, let's kind of put that up.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, that's nice.
That's a picture, buddy. There you go.
Maybe.
Slide it over in front of the monitor. There you go. That's it right there. Whoop. There you go. Right there.
There we go.
Beautiful. Sweet.
Thank you, sir.
Killer, man. That was nice.
And well, speaking of giving things away, guys, how many are in the chat, Marty?
We have
22
time now. We had about 30 a minute ago.
I just have StreamYard up and lost the YouTube feed, so I couldn't see the viewers.
Yeah. We've got a few.
26.
26?
That's what, I've got it up on my phone. 22.
All right, guys. We're going to do the first ever giveaway on MC Squared Whiskey. It's going to be an MC Squared Whiskey glass. Wait a minute. Please, help. No, there we go.
Here they are. The first ones. And I'll do
every $5 super chat will get you, or I'm sorry, every $5 Venmo or
PayPal
will get you a shot to win that.
Yeah, it's up there.
And Stacy, you get one for free, so make sure Marty has your address.
I gotta find out where you guys got glassware. I'm looking into getting the Irish whiskey, the Tua glasses done with my logo, and man, it ain't cheap.
Yeah, I need to. I'm trying to get Melissa to start these. I got these 2 years ago, and they ended up being a fortune. They were like $35 a piece.
Oh my!
And that's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's way more than the Tuas.
6 of them. But no, I'm working on it.
I think the quote I got. Okay, yeah, I think the quote I got was, I think it was gonna be like $350 for 48 of them.
I'm blending.
Hell, I don't know if I can.
See what happens.
I don't have that much left, to be honest.
Yeah, if there's ever an Irish bottle that you see and you want to try, hit me up, because chances are I've got it, or at least I've had it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour one of this one. See that dark?
That's one of the 2 you got, right?
Yeah, Cliff some more.
Okay. God, that color's ridiculous.
6
2
years old,
right?
only 6 years old.
Oh, 6. Okay.
So this is bottle 56 of
36 of 7. Damn.
70.
I'm sure those are long gone, right?
You had to be a member of the whiskey club, and we had to enter a lottery to win them, to
Okay.
win a chance to buy them. So yeah.
That's all right, Top Dog. Tell me how many entries you want. We can do it later. I probably owe you money. So.
This one is cast strength too. So this is
Yeah, I want to hear you talk about this one because I think
it's
that's
52.3%.
Yeah.
So she did 9 casks. Our whiskey club got 3 of them. There was an Oloroso sherry finished single pot still. I did not win that all 3. I only got 2 of the 3. But I have friends that got the 3rd, so I'll be kind of wheeling and dealing to get some of this to them and see if I can get a sample of it. But the other 6, she's got plans for them. I think they're going to be part of some blends and things like that. I think some of them, they didn't care for as much, but some of them they loved. So they'll be out there. It's just amazing on a 6-year-old whiskey, just the color with it sitting up on the cliffs.
Oh, that's amazing.
And the fact that she was even allowed to do it. Because I can't think of a national park like that in the U.S. where you could be like, yeah, there's whiskey stored up there. How about it?
So I blended these.
Go ahead, Rob.
The 2 stacks took it over. However, well, on the nose anyway. However, on the palate, that's pretty damn good. Blend again next year. Here I come. Here I come, baby.
You mean here Stacy comes because it's all over.
No, you can claim it. You can claim it.
That's actually pretty good.
I imagine it'd be good. The keeper's heart is the curveball there. I don't think anybody'd see that one coming.
Great shots, Dan.
Bourbon.
Yeah, guys, tag me in the chat how many entries if you do either one of those, the Venmo or the PayPal. That way I don't have to look at my phone and all that crap. And I'll just pop it into the wheel. And I'll bring the wheel
Stacey,
up.
make sure Marty has your address. I think
I got her.
Yeah, as long as you have, he'll send me your address and I'll hook you up. Also, I'd like to send you some samples. So
I would love that. I told you I don't know a huge amount about bourbon. Honestly, everything I know about bourbon is because of you guys and everybody in chat and whiskey tube in general.
So I will send you bourbon. It's just a matter of what you would like.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay. I can tell you what some stuff I've tried that I've liked.
Sure.
Yeah, give us some general ideas. And
I haven't had a lot of finished bourbon, to be honest. I like it too.
I have a little bit of that.
Great shot. Said 4.
It's not as common as it is with Irish. I tell people all the time, if you're going into a blind Irish flight and one of the questions is finished or not finished, guess finished. Because 9 times out of 10, it's finished.
Yeah. Oh, hey, guys, make sure that Marty has your email address, or you email Marty at whiskeynose21@gmail.com.
Yeah.
When you win.
Daniel H is down. Got your DH.
I actually have a, email for YouTube now, but ask me what it is.
Yeah, we're not that smart. Yeah.
I meant to get it down, but I didn't have the internet until about 18 minutes before we went live. So I meant to look at it. And
I got your great shot. I got you, Daniel. Thank you, guys. Guys, just let me know, and I'll keep adding to the wheel. So, bourbons that you have, Stacy, what do you grab right now? If you're not doing Irish, you want something different, what is your go-to?
Penelope.
Really? Which one?
All of them.
Really? That's okay.
I have the 4 grain, I have the toasted barrel strength, and the Architect Build 3. Really like the Architect Build 3. That one is really, really good.
I just saw the latest one, Daniel. You know the name. It begins with a V. The red label.
It's the red label.
It was like 80 plus bucks, though. I was like,
okay, yeah, but you got to think. Look how much I spent. So that's a I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Redbreast 12 right there. That's a you are going to be seeing a lot more Ohioans coming over to PA because Irish Distillers just jacked up the prices on everything.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
I'm trying to think what the 12 is here now. I know the
Green Spot just went up to $70 here.
holy
God
smokes.
almighty.
Yep.
Um,
Spot is
I know
135.
the cash strength is 114-ish, something like
Oh, okay.
that.
So it's
There it is.
99 here.
Yeah.
And then the 21 and 27 are online. They're up there. Well, of course they are.
The 21 Redbreast 21 here is 350. The big one, the big shocker for me was the Red Spot. So that one already was overpriced at 174. They jacked it up to 190.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's not worth that.
I've
It's my favorite.
I've never
spot.
seen one in the wild.
We either just got another restock or Ohio's about to get another restock of Red Spot.
What was it? I saw. It might have been a red 180 when it was an ABC store in North Carolina, and I really was like, I'm not sure about this.
It's not
but-
worth it. Red
Okay,
Spot
good,
is
'cause the other
if you
side
get
of
it
me.
right around 150 or less.
Okay.
See, the other side of me thinks, okay, it's in an ABC store, so the price isn't really jacked up. So I was like, I don't know.
I'm in a control state too. And
Yeah, so I'm like, I didn't do it. So,
Yeah, I mean Pennsylvania jacks it up. Some of it.
yeah.
Trying to think of an example. Elijah Craig 18, $200, but I'm hearing that's kind of getting close to the going rate around the country as well.
Yeah.
so my buddy was coming through State College, got me a Blue Spot for like $96 in PA.
Right
And
in
it-
PA.
114 here. Yeah,
Must-
he was
Must have been
State-
out east.
around State College, he said.
Oh yeah, okay. I have never seen a Blue Spot on the shelf in Western Pennsylvania, ever.
Got you, Keith.
We
I-
get it here, but it goes like that.
Yeah, I
But
see
now
the
it's
yellow
$130.
and the green. I did get the what's the other green spot?
The Monoleno or the Lambeau Barton.
the Louisville Barton.
You gotta
I really like
you gotta
that.
cross our border here, come to Ohio because they discount that down to $65 a couple times a year.
Oh wow, that's a good
Yeah.
deal. I think I only like $74 I paid for that. But
Hey, MD.
I used to be in Ohio once a week, and now I'm not because my accounts changed, so I can't like sneak over and grab because that's where I used to get
If-
107 all
I
the
know,
time.
Rob, but if only you knew somebody in Ohio,
Right. Right. And you know a guy in Pennsylvania, so like I said,
yeah.
so Marty and I, Daniel, a couple other folks in chat, we're always in contact, always saying, hey, I found this, I found that. So if you're ever looking for anything, reach out because
I definitely will. I do that with a friend of mine in New York too. I had her pick. She gets stuff like Dead Rabbit that we don't get here, so I'm seeing her next week, and I've got 2 boxes of stuff I've picked up for her.
yeah. The only problem is it's Irish in Pennsylvania, unless it's just cheaper.
You guys get some good Irish in Pennsylvania. You had Irishman 17, we didn't. And
Really?
you've got those, like I said, the deal in the Method Madness right now is ridiculous. That
Okay.
French chestnut is really nice. That single pot still.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Oh, that one like
Alan,
strawberry.
that's over 100 here now.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the gold spot, Keith, for what, 119 in Maryland,
Yeah,
which was
right.
Yeah, I was 104 here.
yeah. So
But you had to do, I mean, it was hard to
I
get.
will, buddy.
I walked into a store, it was sitting on the shelf. Well, it was behind the counter, but I couldn't believe it was sitting there because everything behind that counter is a flipping fortune.
Here, people got in the allocation lines. And so it was, I was lucky to get one bottle.
So tell me what your thoughts are on that bottle, Stacy.
It's good. It is very good. It's not worth the hype that it has been. If you can get it for 130 or less, yeah, I would. It's worth picking up. It's not worth more than that. And this is coming from somebody who ordered it from Ireland right when it released and paid $216 for shipping. And that's because Middleton's gotcha. They know they gotcha. They know they want that you want it. And if you want it right now, you're going to pay the $80 shipping to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's good. It's just it's not worth some of the prices I'm seeing.
Or running around for it. But I mean, I like it, but I'm having a little trouble with it. And again, I'm probably a little bit below the shoulder on that, and really can't decide whether if I like the blue spot maybe just a hint better. I think that the gold spot's a little bit more complex.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's just that. I mean, it's finished in what, 4 different things?
Yeah. It's finished in bourbon casks, port pipes, Bordeaux wine casks, and sherry butts.
Yeah. But I'm just glad I got it for relatively close to retail. But I like it. I'm just not sure I love
I
it.
think people who like Blue Spot the best are still going to like Blue Spot the best. I think people who don't like, my favorite's red,
Mhm.
are going to like it more. I still like Red Spot the best myself, but gold's probably maybe my second, third. It's good. It's Sugar Kitty and Peter, right? Everybody, and Daniel. Yeah. Or Irishman 17. Get that.
It's online. Well, it was online. I don't know if it is now.
Check out certain Irish. You'll have to pay shipping, but it's still a great deal. The Irish retailers will have it right now. I can get a bottle of freaking Red Spot from Ireland and have it shipped to Ohio for the same price or a little less than I can buy the bottle here. It's getting crazy. The one that really freaking frosted my cookie, they did it. The Redbreast Listo. Redbreast Listo, they increased the price for the second time. It's up to $80 now. We haven't even had it in stock since August of last year, but they increased the price twice. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I've found it one time, and that was in Tennessee, and I grabbed it then, and I've never seen it since. Of course, I'm here in North Carolina now, and I've milked it. I'm down to the label, and I've kind of backed off from it. I know I can go online and probably pay $20 more for it if I want to replace it, but I just find myself just kicking back from it. And that's like the sherry finish. I've backed off. I bought this first of the summer, and I've just kind of, you got to reel yourself in a little bit. I don't like doing that. And it's like me and Rob talk about all the time, with regardless if it's bourbon or Irish or Scotch, it's the availability on it. It's just sometimes just makes you scratch your head, and you're just kind of like, what do I do? Do I just want to go ahead and just go after it, or just milk it, and it sucks sometimes, but
I think Irish distillers are kind of shooting themselves in the foot, because as these independent brands like JJ Corey start coming over, and you can get 2 stacks in a lot of states now, and you can get Culloden in a couple of states now. I'd rather buy their stuff.
I believe that's here.
216. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys, we'll give it a few more minutes on the Glenn from MC Squared.
Yeah, guys. Marty, what do you think? Do you want to post a link and give some folks a chance to pop in? We're not going to stay live, though, for very long.
Yeah, let everybody
and then hang out afterwards. So if you guys are interested, hop on now. We'll hang out for a few more minutes after give the Glen away, and then we'll just go to a private for a little bit if you guys want to have a couple more drinks. It's up to you guys.
So, Marty, if you like that Redbreast PX, another one to look for is the Lima Body. Now, it's a single malt, so you're not going to get that pot still spice, but it's a PX finish as well.
Okay.
And that was only like $40-$50.
You can't beat that. Damn.
Yeah. Pretty good price.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing good about this. I mean, we're not talking $200 a bottle right now. And a lot of this stuff me and Rob end up talking about is like $95. Oh, well, hell, this one, why would you get that for $160? Shit, reel yourself in. I got to find this JJ Corey. I'm really fascinated with it.
I'm going to pour that again.
I can. Since we're offline, I can tell you some places you can get it. Sure. But like I said, it was announced worldwide that Total Wine in several states is going to start carrying the JJ Corey. So kicking myself. Yeah, I just actually, Peter, ordered right behind me here, batch 5 of rum and raisin. And I need to get down to my favorite store in Kentucky and get more of the Pinot Noir before my buddy buys it all.
Stacy, do you have the Architect still, the Build 1?
I've never had Build 1 or Build 2. I just stumbled into Penelope here in the past, probably since summer. Hey!
Hey, Daniel, I'll let you put what we're going to do. I want you to type that out in the chat, and I'll put it up. Okay,
Marty, found a
Stacy,
spot
watch
for
the
you.
chat.
Okay.
Marty, you're behind my door
Let's
now.
Just yeah, let's see there. There it is. Yep.
Oh my God, that is awesome. That is great.
You can, and everybody can get a signed copy that size for $500 if they just text Moose. And
Yeah.
That's distributed straight from Alex.
Marty owes me money just because I put
Cheers,
that on my
Big Vic.
wall.
What's up, Vic?
that's probably
Yeah, you get royalties now, right?
yeah, man. God Almighty. No, what a great trip. But
Well,
yeah,
my cat doesn't like it. Obviously, she's closing the door.
Big Vic, what's up, buddy? Good to
Moose,
see you.
I would
man.
ask you if you get 2 stacks in Canada, but you're in Ontario and you guys don't get nothing.
No, I thought
they
I've
get
seen
it in
2
Alberta.
stacks. If I
Have, you,
want to
have
say
you seen the single
Alberta.
malt?
I think Alberta has the 2 stacks.
Yeah, Alberta has. They did a special bottling for Alberta.
Yeah,
You guys actually got a Canadian maple syrup. The
course we
Smoke
do.
and Mirrors, the stouted one.
Of course we would. Of course we would.
Alberta did. You didn't.
Hey, Rob, I
You
gotta
guys don't get nothing.
something real quick. I've got to go grab something real quick, so
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll let Stacy and Alex run the show, like because I'm a slacker.
Yeah, I'll be right
I'll-
back.
I'll break
I've
out
gotta
this
grab
stuff.
Something.
Look out!
We
Moose
were
is
just
getting
talking about
bougie.
that.
Well, I'm not bougie. It's just like I'm
I'm gonna do the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
just trying to think. I don't know what to drink for Irish. I have Irish. I just
What do you think of that one?
full spot.
Yeah, do you think it was worth the hype?
I talk to Rob and Marty every once in a while about that hype word. A lot of things are not worth the hype. It's a good pour. Don't get me wrong. It is good. But, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know.
It's a good pour for the MSRP that it is.
Yes. Yes. There's
It's
nothing
not
wrong
worth
with it.
the $2.99, $300. Don't pass
No.
on it. It's not worth that.
There's nothing about it that you drink and say, like, this bothers me a bit. There's nothing about it that does that.
Yeah, it's good. It's hard to live up to hype that big. I mean, they released it at Whiskey Live in Dublin. It was plugged pretty big.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, you get to a point in our, I'm not going to say whiskey journey. That is so cheap.
Ireland.
My obsession that
Yeah, more accurate.
I'm going to go after what I want to go after, not what somebody else is going to
Absolutely.
entice me to go after, I guess you could say.
So I was actually laughing at my a friend of mine because we were talking about, when we started and all this, we were trying to, I want to try this 30-year, I want to try this 20-year.
Yeah.
And now I'm buying the stuff that's like 3 years old. Oh my God, it's a distillery's first release. It's 3 year, their first cask. So I'm spending like the same amount of money for 3-year-old whiskey, but I feel like I'm supporting all these smaller distilleries and supporting, the keep the variety going. But some of them honestly are great stuff.
But if you think about it, right, if you're supporting these small distilleries, the large distilleries are only coming after us because they know a lot of us fall into the hype.
Mm-hmm.
And so these smaller ones, like you're getting word of mouth to find them.
Very appreciative.
They're not all playing on your sales of trying to buy whiskey. They're actually trying to get you a good product so you can vocalize it out.
Yeah.
For people that come in, right?
They
don't have the money for the advertising. They don't.
No, they don't at all.
So read that right there, Stacy.
Penelope.
Given to me right at the Architect Build 1 release. We have this bottle. Well, sweet. So we had it when we figured out what to do with it.
And that is
Wow.
So that's going to you,
Oh.
is what that means.
Yeah, that's BS, man.
Yeah, and Daniel is friends with those guys from Penelope. He knows a whole lot about that brand and all their releases and stuff, and he sent that to us.
Daniel, tell them how excited I was when they started following me on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, Penelope's calling.
So we'll get this to you. Thank you. We're not going anywhere. We just want to say thank you for what you do for us and the
Absolutely.
community and everything.
I'm happy to. I would love to have you guys on my stream some night. I'll send
Careful
you more.
what you say.
Right. You know, I don't know
You're
how to
working hard
act.
on
Plus,
your
you're getting an
channel.
MC squared whiskey.
That's
Glenn.
right.
I'm super excited about that. I am so excited about the glass.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry,
Ryan.
Daniel. Let's see. I was downstairs getting it. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Aw.
So, all right, let's do this
love you,
giveaway, huh, Marty? And then we'll swing on over.
Yeah,
to
we'll go.
private.
Let's
So,
go.
guys,
Let's go. Let's wait. Let's give it another. We got 10 minutes. So
okay.
if y'all went in on the new Glenn, Rob's got it right there. $5 Venmo, PayPal. Short Rob, you got it.
Oh, it's special, Rob.
Yeah, special Rob's got it.
Special ed. Wait a minute.
My mom thinks I'm special.
Come on,
Yeah,
do it.
It's on there
Do it.
somewhere.
Maybe.
Bring
Probably
it down
should.
towards your shirt there. It's where it's black.
There
it
we
is,
go.
right
There you go.
You can see it a little bit.
There you go. Don't you know?
Yeah, by God. Anyway. And that's the actual one you get that he's been drinking out of. So
Right.
and he's not going to wash it.
So that's a
Well,
collector's
Hey,
item.
if
Gotcha.
that were the case, it would have been $10 for every
Huh.
entry. But
Yeah.
I got a box of clean ones over there, courtesy of Marty. By the way.
You guys got to give me a case of those glasses just for hanging this up.
10 cents from every glass sold, given away
That-
for free, will go to Alex. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
this
Can we ship
picture
glass to Canada?
was supposed to be this size. It was supposed to be this size.
Look at this guy.
Greetings.
Look at that guy.
What's going on, Eric? Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thank you for the link, man. You guys are doing it Irish night. I figured I gotta
Yeah,
come
we-
in
we-
this
yeah.
conversation.
We need some education. So we brought
I hear
the
there's a
professional
lot of
in
it
up there.
coming. That's great. I have a Turcano 16 Oloroso.
Was that the Oloroso Muscatel?
It is.
Which
yeah.
one is it?
Oloroso. It's a 16-year Oloroso and Muscatel single malt.
God.
Yeah,
I've got that one up. Yeah, that one's up there.
there weren't
That's a
all
good
that
one.
many of them. It's not been the easiest thing to
Oh,
find. I found it at the
Z-Man.
government
It's
store.
no,
Really?
it's not. I think they stopped making either the 15 or the 16-year Madeira.
That sounds about right.
Madeira.
All
This
right,
is actually
Stacey,
the
what
first
about
Turcano
this
I've
one?
had. It's really great.
Is that the
the
Glendalough?
Glendalough?
Is that, which one is that?
Single
Double
barrel?
barrel? Oh, the single barrel. You know, I don't know that I've had that one. I've had the double barrel and the triple barrel, but I haven't had the single barrel.
No, this is double barrel.
Oh, the double barrel. That
barrel.
is a very nice Irish single grain.
Okay, good.
They've also been putting out a lot of these single cast
Z-Man.
like non-age statement finished bottles. I see them a lot here in Chicago. There's like a Burgundy cask. There's a Calvados. All from
Oh, that was released, yeah, a few years ago. There's a Grand Cru.
yeah, right. I
Yeah,
haven't
they
heard
released.
a lot
Yeah,
of
they released those.
Well, Marty, you need a close
I've
up.
got a couple of them. I like them for the price. I like them.
Yeah, they're a really nice price.
You want to see the dart holes? I haven't thrown darts at it yet. So.
Yeah, no, it just bounced off. That's right. Awesome.
Have you had their 7-year Mizunara?
You know, I saw the 7-year Mizunara, and then I remembered like last year, I still have some of the 13 Mizunara, and I'm like, they're gonna try and sell this for $100 too. I was like, I had to.
I haven't got. I'm on. Well, I have one. I haven't opened it. I'm on the fence because I've heard both. I've heard it's some people like it better, but I've heard the 13 was better, and I'm like, of course the 13's gonna be better.
That 13 was actually in one of my. I
13.
think it made one of my top whiskeys of the year a couple years
It was
back.
so good.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
They must
Hey.
have just ran out of stock or something. I mean, kudos to them for throwing the age statement on it, I guess. But, you know, I'm a little skeptical. We'll have to tune in and see what you think.
Yeah, the problem is they released that right when Method Madness released their Japanese series. So they had a 33-year Mizunara and then a Japanese cedarwood and a Japanese chestnut. So
All right, I'm
Yeah,
going
hard
with
to-
now.
Marty, what the heck? This channel turned into a whiskey channel.
That's right. You know,
I had to bring on all you classy folks to make something happen.
I knew it
There
would
you
happen one of these days. Hey guys, if there's one of the wrenches, make sure we're posting the channels for Four Leaf
Yeah.
and for Malt Muser, please.
21090 and
You guys
Four
aren't
Leaf
subbed to
Whiskey.
them, please do.
My
So are
new
you guys
channel,
all
it's all
doing,
about the knuckle.
are you guys all doing whiskeys of the year videos? Curious if there are going to be any Irishes on yours. Mine already posted, and one of them, of course, one of the ones that was on mine, you can see the other ones on the channel is the Louisville Barton.
The Louisville Barton.
Love it.
I'm
So you know
still,
they're
I'm
coming-
still
they're
in the
coming out with
process.
a
I'm
new
curious if
there.
any Irishes have popped for you guys that are going to elevate to that top 5 status for you this year.
I like this
Nothing for me.
PX Redbreast a lot,
Oh,
but I've got 4 samples here that I never had before that are pretty damn solid too. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, man.
This one. This was Cullowen's cask one. I had to win a lottery to buy this. 3-year-old. Oh, come on, adjust.
There you go.
There you go.
oh,
Yeah.
PX Sherry 169 of 232, 60.7%. Mixed
Sure.
mash
What's-
bill 3-year.
What's the mixed mash bill implying? Is that unmalted malted barley, or is
It
it?
is no. This is a historic mash bill for single pot still whiskey, and because the additional grain is over 5%, they are not allowed to designate it a single pot still whiskey. They just have to
Great
call it
shot.
pot still.
Oh,
No
there you go.
kidding.
They
Wow.
just call it, they allow them to call it Irish whiskey. And if oh my god, I can never get the freaking thing out of the box. I'm about to chuck the box, I tell you. But because they also don't let them put all the details on the label, they put it on an insert, and they measured the mash bill by hand.
Hang on, Steve. I'll bring it up.
Okay. And who are they? Are they their own shop, or are they owned by somebody?
No, they've got their own distillery. They are the smallest distillery in Ireland. So you had 2 bags of oats, rye, wheat, malted barley, and smoked malted barley. And fermentation, the distillation, the maturation.
Wow.
Cullowen is the smallest distillery in Ireland. I'm obviously
Yeah.
a bit of a mega fan.
All right, I got to ask you about this one. I love this bottle, and it was a pick out of my buddy's store in Tennessee.
Oh, you got is a Fighting 69 store pick. You know, the store picks are good.
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not a fan of the regular, but their store picks are really good. I do also like that they donate the money. A portion of it goes to the Fighting 69th. I think it's a retirement or something like that.
Regiment.
And the fact that they marched in the New York Parade with an Irish Wolfhound, and that's their kind of their symbol. Because I own one.
What am I pouring next, Stacy?
Whatever you want.
Writer's Tears. Which Writer's Tears is that, Alex?
It is Killen. Which is that the cognac? The 10-year cognac?
Cognac, yeah.
Oh,
I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and pour 2 samples and put them in the mail?
Right.
That's what the hell you pour.
you pick, Alex, because if you do the writer's
that's
tears,
awesome.
I'll pick that one. And if you
Pennsylvania's
do
not
the-
that far from your province. It'll be cheaper to send it to me.
I don't have the cognac, but I have the Sauterne.
Yeah. We did the Inniskillen last time. We can do just
Yeah,
the Causeway.
Okay.
I mean,
Never seen it. Never seen it.
I haven't poured the Causeway in a long time though. So
All right, let me grab my Causeway bottle here.
Ooh, I've taken a lot out of it though.
Yeah, I
Must
just
be-
got to give you guys kudos for doing the Irish live stream. I'll tell you, as being primarily a Scotch person, but also bourbon, man, over the years, I just keep finding myself wanting to drink more of the Irish whiskeys I have. There's something about the flavor profile. They all seem to hit. Their prices are usually, a little better. And honestly, I think some of the most gem whiskeys that I own are Irish. Cast strength Redbreasts, Yellow Spot. I mean, they're just all really, really good. And I kind of feel like Irish doesn't get the love that it necessarily deserves. And,
Definitely
hoping
does.
that changes, albeit quietly. So,
I'm
we
working
don't
on
bring
it.
that
Yeah,
Scotch,
I'm working
but
on it.
still,
That's the whole reason I started when I started following Whiskey Tube. All I heard about Irish was kind of like,
Look out.
oh, it's like 40% Jameson. I'm like,
Right,
there's
right,
a lot of
right,
it out
right.
That'll make you Irish.
There you go.
So Alec, you got your Coswell, you got yours.
Yeah.
Yours is a cognac. I'm doing the one from last year.
But yours is higher ABV though, right? Higher proof.
Oh yeah, this is 56.3.
Yeah, mine's
This is the
46.
Sultan.
Mine's 46.
All right, guys. Last call for the giveaway.
Oh, look at you
Venmo
guys are
down
all,
there. Well, we're spinning. Never mind.
you guys
We're
are all
out.
high
We'll give
rollers.
it a minute or two.
All right.
We'll give it another few minutes.
All
Rob,
right,
I'm
last call,
impressed.
guys.
I'm impressed, Rob. You guys are like high rollers now. You got a wheel.
Well, and the thing I also like about some of these smaller Irish brands, they recognize that people don't want to be buying 40% Irish whiskey.
Yep.
So
Totally.
they're releasing cask strength.
Yeah, it's totally changed.
It's a good thing, man. We're in a really exciting time for Irish whiskey. I think the last couple, even last 5 to 10 years. I mean, even with like the
Oh, the last
reemergence.
5 years, it's tripled.
Yeah, I mean, the reemergence of Teeling alone was like, they're putting out some pretty kind of avant-garde type whiskeys, and you're just starting to see, the Middleton stranglehold, for lack of a better word, breaking a little bit, and there's just a lot of exciting
is,
stuff coming up.
Boy,
It's
they
great.
are trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, well,
The Irish Whiskey Association, which is essentially Diageo and Pernod Ricard. So the two, I heard, I got to sit down actually with Louise McGuan from JJ Corey when she was in town last time. And we got to chatting about it. And she said two of the things that they're trying to outlaw that the Irish Whiskey Association doesn't like is brandy finishes. And they don't think there should be whiskey in a can. Well, gee, I wonder who you're targeting. Because they're cutting into they're cutting into their revenue stream. And they didn't, and as she put it, they didn't think of it first. That's what they don't like, is they didn't think of it first.
That sounds about right. That sounds about like what an association would say.
So the Irish whiskey, now there's an Irish whiskey guild, which is made up of Two Stacks, Cullowen, Blackwater, Kinsale, like all these smaller groups, Radamon, Ecklenville. And they're hoping to push through the single pot still, changes to the single pot still technical file that'll put it back at the 1900s, where it would have been a 30-30-30, not 30 malted barley, 30 unmalted barley, and only 5% other grain. But there would be a 30% other grain.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
And you're
fantastic.
seeing a lot of releases that are historically, at the turn of the century, they would have been a single pot still, but to today's standards, they can't call it that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Thanks a lot,
Wow.
Daniel.
That's not a bad idea, Daniel. You're so smart.
Mhm.
Two Stacks spelled like is it a 2 or a TW?
TWO.
I got to get something more cast strength to drink on the same level with you guys. Oh, I got an idea.
Two Stacks, the cask finishes, freaking good.
Company.
I've got the cherry brandy and the apricot on the way. Those are both. All their brandy finishes, freaking good. Oh,
Irishman
I tried to buy that when it came back into stock, and it sold out on the website before I could get
God,
it.
the color on that's coffee.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Incredible. Yeah, I drink this sparingly. I found it in a government store in Pennsylvania for an obscenely cheap price, like I think it was like $120 or something. And I've never been able to find any more of them. But
They
yeah,
restocked.
real winner, all sherry cask.
They restocked on the one of the Irish retailers I buy from about a month ago under the new branding with the tall, skinny bottles and the new labeling, and it sold out within a day. It sold out before I could get it.
Really? Are you in the States?
I'm in Ohio. The UPS guy is very familiar with my house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I hear that.
He was already
Do you-
here once this week. So
I looked at. There's one website that I go to that's usually a little bit on the pricey side, but they have a great selection. Is Drinks Hero? Which
I've
is
been
like-
to Drinks Hero. Irish malts and James Fox Dublin are the two I
Sure.
order from a lot.
Wow.
Irish whiskey auctions as well.
Yeah.
They've actually, I think they've got like 5 bottles holding them for me right now.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago, and sometimes it's not. It's easier than Pennsylvania, I'll tell you that. But some of them.
Oh yeah, you guys have Benny's.
Well, yeah, we do have Benny's.
Yeah,
It is pretty nice.
my cousin lives in Bridgeport, so we go up there. We go south.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right.
I only see 2 offerings here. It's First Cut and Smoke and Mirrors.
Oh, that's Smoke and Mirrors. So that is a peated coffee stout.
Oh yeah. Peated stout cask single malt.
Yeah.
Hey, let's spin the wheel. Let's give somebody a glass.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Move it away.
All
Oh,
right.
what's this? What about Bushmills 16 year?
That one, I love that one. That one's a 3 cask. That one is port, sherry, and bourbon.
Yeah, it says age 16 years and then big letters rare.
It's not rare. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's just-
40% too, isn't it? Which is like
Oh, is it?
40%. Yeah. If you can get it for a really good price, it is a good whiskey.
No,
But
it's 134.
Ready, set, win.
the
Hey,
12
bro.
year, honestly, I think it's a better deal right now.
So what about Hinch?
There it is. Going to Texas.
Oh,
Oh,
Great shot.
it's a great shot.
Great shot. Make sure you email Marty at whiskeyNose21@gmail.com.
I meant to ask Stacy every time I forget. I see you. Hinch, Irish.
I like Hinch. I think Hinch is a good, honestly, between that Redbreast Kentucky Oak and the Hinch 5-year Doublewood, I pick
Yeah.
Hinch every day.
yeah.
For 35, it's $35.
They got 10. They got 5-year. They got a 10-year Oloroso.
The only one I don't go for is the sherry, only because there's a billion sherry finishes for the same price point.
Yeah, and then there's a peated single malt, and there's a
The
12-year
peated is good. The
Ap-
peated is really different.
12-year Amarone.
Amarone.
Yeah.
You have You have an Amarone. I can't
Yep.
even get that.
I can get one. It's 127, mind you, but
What's the age on? What's the age on it?
12. But that's 127 Canadian, so that's about 80 something, $90.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I just one of the ones I just won at auction last week was the Hinch Imperial Stout cask that's finished in stout cask from Whitewater Brewing in County Down. Freaking
Yeah.
things like s'mores in a glass.
Peter White's searching too.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hang out. We're going to shut down the live. Guys, stick around. It's on the screen. Stacy, thank you so much for your time,
Thank you guys.
your efforts,
Anytime.
your whiskey.
Anytime.
We've learned a lot. We know that you don't have to spend a fortune to find some good stuff too, which that's what.
No,
really
you
cool
don't
about
have to
these.
ship. You don't have to ship from Ireland. There's some good stuff here now.
Yeah, so
We're getting more and more.
Yeah, it's been a great night. Thank you all, everybody that's watching. Be sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hopefully we will see you all next Tuesday. Is the plan?
Hey, Top Dog, let's get together, talk about the blind that you sent us.
Yeah,
Let's get some
let's
proud
maybe do
guys.
that.
Cheers,
We can.
everybody.
I'd like to have Top Dog on when we do it, just like Stacy. It's awesome. So, all right, guys. Thank you all. We'll see you soon.